Hello, in today's video I want to talk to you about 7 things that women with high value they do to show the husbands or boyfriends that they have a good self-esteem. Hi there, my name is Carolina. Hope you have been happy, healthy, and in love with you before than anyone else. So as I mentioned to you, there are 7 things that women with a high value they do to show respect, to show limit, and to show that they have authenticity. Because sometimes we women, what we do is to please that guy in every possible way, and along the way we lose our true selves. So number one, the thing that we do is we don't always look for that person, message that person, make arrangements to date, or make plans to do things with that with the man of our life. We don't have to do that. We don't have to pursue them to be with us. If a person is really genuine and wants to be with us, they will also make an effort and take the time to plan things and be with us. Number two, that woman will not be pleased with just halfway of love or the way they show attention to them. They put limits and there has to be expected to the other person to show interest in them. If they understand that the other person it doesn't show interest with them, they just let it go. They don't make themselves comfortable with just bits and pieces here and there when they really need you. Number three, the other thing that women with high value they do, they don't lose themselves. They don't lose themselves, the true selves, just to please the other person. They don't adjust the way they do things just to please the other person. They know that they are authentic, and if the person wants them to be with them, it has to be the way they are. Of course, sometimes there will be times where you change few things to adjust a situation, but making sure that you don't lose your true self along the way. The other thing that number 4, that they don't tolerate like harassment. They don't tolerate to be insulted. They don't tolerate like a funny joke that is becoming like a pattern. They put limits in there and they say, hey, don't treat me like that, don't talk to me like that, or don't call me this and that. And they put limit on there and they stop it. They don't accept any of that behaviors towards them. Number 5, they don't compete for their attention. So there are people there that or women there that they compete for attention. They become jealous. They put this race on that to show up and to show the guy that they look better and that. And no, you don't need to compete for that. A woman with a high value, they don't need to compete with that. The right guy will come to you just the way you are. They will accept it just the way you are. The way you dress, the way you speak, the way you do your makeup, authenticity. Basically, you have to be authentic. And so you don't have to be pleasing and look for that attention all the time, really. Number 6, the other thing that women with high value, they do is that they don't stay in a relationship with that kind of people that they don't give priorities to them. They don't give good things to them. They don't push the person to become better, to do better about themselves. They don't stay with that relationship where it's always negative or they put you down. The woman with a high value, they are always surrounded with good people or has that partner that is pushing her to be the best of themselves and is always standing side by side with her and see her as authentic person, see her as a person first, and a woman, a wife, the partner that they want to have in their lives. And lastly, number 7, the woman who has a very value of them, they always prioritize themselves. So first is the project, first is the routine, the exercise. They always prioritize themselves. They look after themselves. Self-care is very important for the woman with a high value, because they know that if they look after themselves good, they can do better in their lives, in their relationships, in their projects, whatever they are doing. So that's my invitation today. If you have perhaps low self-esteem, I suggest you to try these 7 tips and see how your true self become more aware of what you do and feel value of what you do, and you don't need to wait for the other person or the other people to accept you the way you are. And that's all for today. Please don't forget to give me some love, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.